and going live like Philip Schofield. If anybody remembers that. And here you can see I've got a Action Man, Frogman type setup and a little Sharky following him. Yeah, I don't know how this works. I did the StreamYard before. Let's have a look. That was pretty easy. User face, live chat all. Yeah, I might have to get a laptop or something to do this because I can't see the comments. If anybody's here, which is nobody, that's fine. Jump in, say hello. Live chat. There is no live chat. Shall I chat? Shall I chat some shit? Save highlight. Well, there is no highlights yet. Let's see. Hide all chat. Top chat. Oh, this is bullshit. Oh, well, I just thought, oh, hello, mate. Hello, Funko Freddy. Old old pal. I can't do the voice. I'm tired. Hey, doing Canny Man. I'm knackered, but you know, I thought I would jump on here, show a few things. I might not be on long, but you know, I've got no space on my memory card. Why, hey, hey man, why not? Yeah, I've got no space on my memory card, so I thought I'd just jump on and show a few things. I've got the Frogman there, and I just fixed him onto this bit of bogwood, which I've had for years. I've just got a little clamp on the back there. So that looks like he's, you know, swimming away from old Sharky. How's the heat coming along? To be honest, I haven't had time, mate. I haven't had time. I've done a bit. I can go and grab it for you, but you won't be that impressed. Yeah, the shark's pretty cool. I say with the Troutman head, all I've been doing is just putting on base coats really, and the eyes. I've been using this lamp here. It cost me more than £1, but it's got like a magnifying glass. That's how I usually do the eyes, but I need to get some better paintbrushes because right now it just looks like a kid's done it. You know, it's terrible. I was going to send you a message as it goes. There's a Troutman head on eBay at the moment. If you want to get the original one, I think it's about £55. So heads up, there's a head on eBay. If you want that one, or I won't be offended, or you know, I won't be pissed off or anything. I've just got my hands full here, mate. I won't go into the reasons why, but I'm stuck at home and I'm fucked. But yeah, I'm still waiting on uniform coat and other things. Okay. Yeah, so there's no mad rush for it. I get it. It's one of those things with the painting heads and stuff. If I'm really into it, I can do it. But at the moment, I can't get into it because there's just too much other things requiring my attention, and I'm just physically fucked. By the time I go to bed, I'm exhausted, you know. But it's up to you, mate. Just let me know. Yeah, well, it's up to you, mate. I say I won't be bothered if you grab the one off eBay. Likewise, I'll go and grab the Troutman head. You can have a. I say it's not up to much. It's just got flesh tone on it at the moment, and the eyes look crap because they're just. I was just trying to see how it would look with a bit of. I'll send a nice gift for all the links. No worries, no worries. Just got to keep punching at the moment because life's throwing a lot of shit at me. A lot of shit. And I'm ducking and weaving like old this horrific puppet. Got this off eBay last week, and it was broken, and I managed to get it fixed up. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I'm just tired. I'm just tired, mentally and physically tired. Just a lot going on at home. I don't really want to talk about that, to be honest, because it's just that's not. I'm in my happy place when it comes to figures, you know. And if I start talking about that and bringing that into the stream, I'll be just people. You'll be running for cover, mate. So I'm just gonna start giving this shark what for now. Yeah, you gotta keep punching, you know. Hey, shark, you know, you just gotta. You got bad breath, you know. Just get away. Ugh. So yeah, so I picked this up. These things are horrific. They've got like Homer Simpson, um, what you call it, muumuu, and like some of them they look like hospital gowns, like which sort of goes with Rocky 2 sort of look when he's in the wheelchair. But he's got the Rambo headband, you know. And so if you do a search for these Rocky punching puppets, you'll see there's some horrific ones out there. It's all basically the same head, but they just look crazy. And so you could. I remember back in the 80s, the first one I got was I think it was a knockoff Muhammad Ali one, and it looked horrific. It looked terrible because it was just how can I say it delicately? It was made out of very see the hands that are on this glove. It was that color. It was, and the eyes were bright white, and the teeth were bright white, and it looked horrific. The proper Muhammad Ali ones had a proper skin tone, you know, but the knockoff ones were just like some sort of voodoo doll, really bad. But yeah, so these are called punching puppets, and you can get the boxing. Is it the boxing nun? That's pretty cool. And Mr. T, Rocky. Yeah, there's quite a few of them out there. But yeah, I just wanted to jump on, do this video, show a few things like the Action Man. Also got this Christopher Reeve 18-incher. Mate, I went on antidepressants 5 months ago. I let stuff build up. Found myself in a corner. I can't see it now, it's gone. What is it? I found myself in a corner, lashed out with a lot of folks saying maybe some stuff I didn't agree with. Well, you know. What, did they say stuff that wound you up, or did you just, I don't know, you being unreasonable? Because, you know, sometimes other people put a lot of pressure on you and say a lot of shit, and you don't say nothing, and then when you finally let go, talk to someone, mate, and just can mate, let it out. Yeah, no, I'm it's not. Yeah, no, I just don't want to go into all that. It's nothing to do with me per se. It's to just do with the family and the situation. Go into it another time, but right now it's just like I don't want my channel to be about all that. You know, I've dealt with depression for years, and it's not. It's something I just deal with. You know, I'm used to it. It's just normal to me. But what's going on at the moment is just another level of fucking shit, which I am not mentally prepared for. I just need to get a drink. It's really dry. I had the heating on, and yeah, it's just dry, man. Dry and dusty. But no, I'm good. Mentally, I'm good. I've got things to keep me occupied and keep me sane, because if I didn't have like YouTube and a bunch of you guys out there, I'd be fucked, because in real world, you know, I'm pretty a loner. So on YouTube, there's plenty of people I can relate to. Yourself, Garrett is good. Has been good to me. He's helped me out recently with some tapes, and they've come in very handy. It's just good to know that we're not all, you know, we're all where nobody's perfect, and the figures as well. You know, I say if I didn't have the figures, I'd be fucking cutting my wrist job. You know, sometimes it's that, you know, it's just fucked. But yeah, I mean, I've got my kids, and I've got my health, and that's it, man. Your health is your wealth. Mental health and physical health. That's it, man. You got to look after yourself and have an outlet. That's what it's about. So I've lost one viewer. I had two, now I've lost one. So I'll try and keep it positive. I can't guarantee it. So I'm going to show this 18-incher. This guy is excellent. I got this and I was like umming and ahhing for a long time, and I paid a bit more than what he cost when he was released. Yeah, that's it. Well, family, that's what it's all about, mate. Family. Got to look after the ones you love, and the rest of them don't really give a shit, you know. But yeah, it's not always easy to look after the ones you love as well when life gets in the way. But I won't go into it. But yeah, Christopher Reeve, man. This is made by NECA. It was out a few years now. And the lighting in here is really not great. Let's light this bitch. Come on. Come on. Oh, it's not lighting it properly. This camera's needs a good clean. There you go. It's all sort of like hard plastic on the legs. You got sort of a rubbery torso. You know, the S is rubber. Arms are hard plastic. And on the back, you got like a pajama type material and a fabric S shield on the back. And it's a really good figure. You can get into some good positions. You know, with a dynamic stand, you can get it into some flying positions, but you need it's really heavy, so you've got to really balance it. Yeah, he's not bad, is he? But yeah, he's a big hunk of plastic. He's cool though. Yeah, the Action Men, these as well. What do you think of these? These ones are the new ones, but they're kind of using that old World Peacekeeper body. Some people like them, some people really don't like them. I think they're pretty decent for what, 25 quid delivered. I like them. I mean, it didn't come with this outfit. This is a vintage outfit, but I think they're pretty decent. Everything looking so washed out. Right, there you go. It's kind of like the old style head, painted head. I'll try and flock one of these and see how it goes at some point. Oh, nice one. What, are you getting the vintage or modern or the 90s modern Action Men? I think they're all good, really. I think you get like you can get the modern ones quite cheap now, like the 90s ones with the short arms. Yeah, you can get them pretty cheap, but you can do stuff with them. You know, the bodies ain't too bad. Some of them are pretty articulated. Some of them have got like the solid rubber arms, which are a bit, you know, but some of the head sculpts on them are pretty good, and you can mess about with them. You can reflock them. These ones here, I say, are kind of like, you know, like the body you got, the body for Troutman. They're kind of like that. You know, they got all the proper articulation. I mean, they're cheap. They're cheaply made, so they're well peacekeeper bodies. You know, but they've got all the articulation you need. And you can just interchange. Oh fuck! Knock me sharp over. So you got the ball joint there. You can just interchange the heads. It's got the adapter in there. And just pushes. Easier said than done. It's a snug fit. But yeah, they've got all the articulation. They've got double bend knees, double bend elbows. You know, so you can get really good articulation. Not like the previous release of these, where they had short arms like the Ken doll. These ones are pretty good. I see people slagging them off, saying, "Oh, they're ugly bodies and the old outfits don't fit them properly." But I've not had any problems. This is an old outfit here, old pilot outfit, and you know, it fits fine. You got the old style boot then, and you've got the new boot here. So I don't know what people are talking about. Like, they're saying that they're at half mast and everything. It fits fine. I'm not even, you know, I'm not. It's like in that Toy Ploys video, he's got it like that, and I'm like, that's not true representation. I don't know what he's doing, unless his pilot outfit's shrunk. But I've got a whole load of them here, a whole load of boiler suits, and they're all the same length. Some are Action Men, some are like knockoff ones. They're all the same length. So I don't know. Don't know why people got issue with them. They are a little bit longer than the regular figures, but they're not massively longer. I say for 25 quid. I don't know. People, they want the moon on the stick. So yeah, I think he's decent. I say, but yeah, I mean, the original heads are the best, and Eagle Eyes are my favourite. They are better. There's no denying that. But look here, what's I? Yeah. I mean, I prefer the vintage myself, but these are decent. I give one to my kid. He liked it. I give him a few bits and bobs, outfits and that, and he was loving it. So I don't know. I think the kids of today, I know they love their Xboxes and their PlayStations, and you know, I think these type of figures are you know, they're good for the kids' imagination. And people say, "Oh, you shouldn't be playing with weapons and encourages violent behaviour." But look at bloody Call of Duty and all the games. I mean, like my kid, he likes watching Breaking Bad, which is, he's only 12 and it's way too old for him, in my opinion. But too many adult themes in that. Kids today have got a lot to deal with, and too much media. Back in our day, we had much more innocent times. What are you saying? Oh God, I need to get my laptop out or something, because this phone is shit to read stuff. Now I'm just taking them because my mother's having a clear out. So I was just going to drop them at charity shops. Do you want me to send some? Oh no, I'm good, mate. I've got so much shit. Not saying they're shit. I'm just saying I've got so much stuff that I need. I've got to stop buying stuff, and yeah, I've just got too much. I mean, we don't want them. As I say, charity shop. Do you want me to send you some pics if there's fancy? Yeah, send me some pics. Oh, it might be something good enough. I can let you know. I mean, there's nothing I don't think valuable, but there might be something cool that you can, like modify and stuff. I'm looking for webbing, like the straps and the holsters and stuff like that, like the canteens, like this sort of stuff. This sort of stuff. These are pretty good. You can make up custom figures. Like this is old SAS vintage webbing. So you've got the canteen on the back, and I've just a few pouches, and I've just put the mask on there, the gas mask. Just hung it off a bit of wire. But yeah, those modern action men are pretty good for stuff like that. If you go back in some of my old videos, you'll see I've got the Aliens Colonial Marines action man. That's using a load of modern stuff, modern webbing and modern outfits, just painted and weathered. So yeah, I mean, there's lots of good stuff you can use with the modern action man. Yeah, and they're so cheap. I mean, there's a bunch of them on eBay at the moment. It's like about 7 or 8 figures, and they're like £6 currently, with like a few, like 5 or 4 quid postage. And like, with some of these vintage action men, you're talking like £30 starting bid just for the body, and sometimes that's even without a head. So, if you want to army build and build up your collection, and say you got some old outfits, you just want to, I don't know, just want to have a few figures to play with. It's a cheap way to do it, definitely. And you see them in charity shops, and they don't go for a lot. It's a couple of quid a figure. Some people say just burn them. But I think that's a waste, especially when it costs money to produce them, oil, and to make the plastic. It's just burn them. Fuck's sake, some people, look at this guy. This guy survived all these years, and people will say he's not worth anything, destroy him. But he's proper, he's vintage, he's a knockoff, he's a copy. But I love old bootleg figures. More the merrier. And yeah, one man's trash is another man's treasure, as they say. But yeah, just thought I'd pop on. There's only yourself on here at the moment. I'll just check to see what else he just said to me. Read my last message, mate. Yeah, exactly. So it's crazy because I'm saying to our lass, flicks like Rambo, Running Man, etc. I think War Josh should be able to watch them, but the likes of Harry Brown and Snatch, etc., I'd say no to. I think there was a big airplane, a snowmobile, a boat, a jeep, maybe a tank. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, some of that stuff is definitely worth keeping. By the time, would your kids play with them though? That's the thing. Or are you just thinking of keeping them for yourself, like for memories? I think we should be able to watch them, but the likes of Harry Brown and Snatch, I'd say no to. That's what I'm saying. My kid, he's watching Breaking Bad, and I'm like, well, it's good. It's good. Good program, good series, and everything. But I mean, there's some really, there's some adult themes in that program: prostitution, drug taking. There's some really hairy moments in it. There's some moments I can't watch, like the episode with the kid and the fridge, and ain't no skank. that program, that episode, I can't watch it because it's just heartbreaking. I know it's a show, but I just to have a kid in that situation, it's just heartbreaking. And then the episode with Jesse and Jane. If you're a fan of the show, I won't say anything, but that episode where Walt comes in and yeah, that's rough, man. That is a rough episode. And just the violence and stuff, and the drug taking, I said prostitution, all that. I mean, let's have got it there. Got the whole series there. But is it? Is it? I wouldn't be ready for that when I was 12-year-old. Definitely not. But I don't know. I don't know. I think with the Netflix and the Plex and all this stuff that's just there's all that stuff there. You can just click on stuff and pick whatever he wants, and I don't know. Is it a good thing having all that choice? Is it a good thing having all that choice? Is it a good thing having all that choice? Is it a good thing? It's like half the time I can't decide what I want to watch. I've watched most of this, and I like watching new stuff. But I do go back to the old ones. I mean, things that are jumping out at me here: Trailer Park Boys, Nighthawks, Salt and Precinct 13. That's a tape that I picked up recently. That's an original. That's a classic. From John Carpenter, the maker of Halloween, The Thing, Big Trouble in Little China. This is one of the best films that Carpenter did. The Thing, I'm not a massive fan of, but I have to go back and watch it soon. It is good. I mean, the special effects are amazing and stuff for the time and still hold up today, but I don't know, I've just never been a big fan of it. Same with Big Trouble in Little China. But I love Snake Plissken, Escape from New York. So it ain't nothing to do with Kurt Russell. I like Kurt Russell. And Halloween, again, doesn't really do much for me. This one is great. And what's the other one? I've had the other Carpenter one that I like, The Fog. Watched that recently again. I like that one. You know, we don't all have to like the same thing, but I do not think Halloween is the be all and end all. This one is definitely no, They Live is my favourite, but this is a close second, just for the soundtrack alone and just the mood of it. It's a pretty basic film. Some people might say it's boring, but dun 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 dun. And it's got the hip hop connection, and it's just a cool film. Yeah. So I got that recently. Had to do it. We definitely live in different times though. Got Coogan's Run and Logan's Run. Poltergeist 2 and 1. Falling Down. I can relate to that film. What else is here? I need to watch Machete again soon. I ain't watched for a while. Fortress again is another good film with Christopher Lambert. I watched Highlander again recently. That was enjoyable. Con Air, another good one. He's got the whole world in his hands. Got the whole wide world. Steve Buscemi's class in that film, and put the Barney back in the box. And John Malkovich as Cyrus the Virus. Bloody great film. Actually, I'm going to watch that. I'm going to watch that tonight. So, yeah. It's a classic. It's a classic. You've got, what's his name? John Cusack. Let's say Malkovich, Cage. It's got your man, Colm Meaney, the Irish fella from Irish Things and Star Trek. He's bloody good in it. He's got a small part, but he's always good in everything he's in. The Limey. That's another film that I need to watch again soon. Got Terence Stamp in it. Yeah, I like Terence Stamp. Neil the Forzod! What else? So yeah, I might go actually and watch Con Air. I fancy that. So what is Pete Paul doing today? Pete Paul, I know he's asleep because it's probably about 4 or 5 in the morning now. He was on earlier, so I'll have to. I want to hook up with Binny and chat to him soon, but it's just getting the time right. You know, it'd have to be like 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon for him to be still awake. Yeah, and I've got to have some sort of proper format. And I'm looking a bit rough at the moment, so I'll say hi. Yeah, I need a haircut, and I need to get organised because everything's a bit mad. But yeah, nice to chat to you, Funko. I think I'm going to cut it short and try and sort out some stuff for a proper video because I just can't think right now. Remember, just keep punching. Okay. Take it easy. I'm going to call it a day. I'll call it a night. Let's see. What are you saying? I think there was a big airplane door. Oh, that was just that one. My kids never picked them up, mate. They've just been sitting at my mum's, as far as I know. I'll look at some pics over and have a look. Cool. Never seen Breaking Bad. Oh, my God. I'm not going to tell you to watch it because I had a mate that I used to, what was it now? Kept trying to watch this film. And he kept putting it off. And he kept saying, yeah, I'll watch it. And by the time he watched it and I'd nagged him for about a year, it's like, yeah, it was all right. I was like, oh, for fuck's sake. You got no taste. You got to let people find these things on their own. You can't nag them to watch things. But yeah, it's like, have you not seen Breaking Bad? Oh my God, you've not seen Breaking Bad? Oh, it's amazing. It's groundbreaking. The writing, so good. But it is very good. It's very good. I didn't watch it for years because it's the same thing. It's like, oh, everyone's watching it. I'm not going to watch that. But then I was in a charity shop, picked up the season or series 1, and it is quite slow to get started with, and it's quite a depressing subject. You know, a school teacher gets diagnosed with cancer. I'm not spoiling too much, but that's just the start of the story. So it takes about 3 or 4 episodes for it to get sort of going. And, you know, obviously you probably know what it's all about, but yeah, it's kind of like the director says it's like Mr. Chips. If you don't know who Mr. Chips is, it's not the guy of catchphrase. Mr. Chips is like Goodbye Mr. Chips is like the school teacher, very prim and proper, very sort of set in his ways, very you know, Mr. Whitebread, Mr. Conservative, Mr. Nothing exciting, and then it turns into Scarface. So from Mr. Chips to Scarface, and yeah, it is really good. It really sucks you in. The writing's good, the characters are good. Jesse Pinkman's really good in it. They were going to kill him off in the first series, but he was so good that they kept him in. It's got Tony in it from Rocky. What's that one? It's hard to believe our kids will probably never buy magazines. Oh, they buy magazines, all right. Bloody in the supermarket, they get us to buy them, though, didn't they? Those bloody Thomas the Tank magazines and the Lego and the Ninjago and all that. It's hard to believe. That's got Tony in it from Rocky. Which one's Tony from Rocky? Oh, I'm lost now. Tony from Rocky, you mean the trainer? You're only doing what everyone's thinking. Yeah, definitely. You're talking about falling down in the breakfasts and losing it. Definitely. You got Anaconda in there, mate. Nah. I've never seen it, I don't think. You know that? It's like, I've seen some shit in my time. I've seen Crocodile by Tobe Hooper. That's pretty good. You know, the guy that done Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It's hard watching it, though, because the DVD was fucked and it just kept skipping and freezing. And it's not a bad film, though. I've seen some real shit, though. I mean, Anaconda's probably watchable and probably enjoyable. Just trying to think of rubbish films now, but usually the films have got some redeeming quality. Even the Human Centipede had something going for it. Part 2 now didn't have nothing going for it. Precinct 13, yeah, cool. No bother, mate. There you go, Kenny Boss. Same as that. You take care of yourself, mate. I'm watching the last episode of This Is England. Oh, class. Fucking class, mate. This Is England. That's Shane Meadows, isn't it? Yeah, that is class. I don't think I've seen all of the episodes. I've seen the film, obviously, but let me put this down a sec and have a drink. I think I've seen most of the episodes and most of the but yeah, I mean, yeah, I won't give anything away, but that's some fucking, there's some ups and downs in that. I mean, just the film alone is really good, but I mean, the series has just got what I've seen of it anyway. So yeah, This Is England. What was the other one we were talking about? I had the box set, Romeo Brass. I think I've watched all of them there in that box set that I've got. They're all pretty good. My favourite one, it's got to be Dead Man's Shoes. It's just a classic. It's just like a classic revenge story, and so I won't give anything away, but that's just such a good film. Everything, the soundtrack, Paddy Considine and Toby, what's his name? Toby Kebbell, I want to say, but it's not Toby Kebbell. I think it is. He's really good. Very, very good. It's just another film. It's just certain parts of that film are just really hard watch. Where you going? He did play a person with special needs. I won't be derogatory because I won't, because there's no need for it. But even the bit with Richard at the end, he's like, it was a nana. It was a bloody nana, and it was a bloody embarrassment. But yeah, that was funny. There's some really funny moments in that. Not just taking the piss out of disabled, but just the parts that made me laugh were the bit where Soap, is it Soap and Soz, or what are their names? Soz and Herbie. Was it Soap? Or I think there's somebody else. Anyway, the fellas in the flat, and they're they've got the African mask and they're doing the dancing and sniffing the Parmesan cheese. That's bloody funny. That is bloody funny. And then what other funny bits? Yeah, just bits and bobs. Like, you're right there, mate. Get in your car and fuck off. Gather your goonies and gather your goonies and well, I can't remember all the words. I'm fucking tired. But yeah, that's a great film. Great film. So I'm going to go and watch Con Air soon. I've got this other one down here. If you want to see a live unboxing. Nah, you don't. I need to go. I'm tired. Oh, here we go. Here we go. I might watch a bit of this, actually. As well as thing is, I say I'm going to watch all these things, but then half the time, I was watching Beverly Hills Cop the other day, and it took me 3 attempts to watch the whole bloody thing because I kept falling asleep. So over 3 nights, just put it on, just fall asleep. But yeah, got this on VHS, and it is on YouTube. You can watch it, but I like a bit of the Stone Roses. So I thought that was a nice thing to have. Feels pretty damp. Yeah, my favourite one out of Stone Roses catalogue is Fool's Gold. Closely followed by I Want to Be Adored, probably. Yeah, good stuff. What's on here? Want to Be Adored, Elephant Stone, Waterfall, Sugar Spun, Sister, Made of Stone, She Begs the Drums, Where Angels Play, Shoot You Down, that's another good one. Going Down, I don't know if I know that one. Mersey, Paradise, I'm the Resurrection, that's bloody good. Is that the one I'm thinking of? I Am the Resurrection. Might be Waterfall. I don't know. They all sort of they all blur into one. But I've got the first album. And what is that track? Is it I Am the Resurrection? It goes mental, and you got mad guitar solo, and yeah. Shane Fool's God on ain't on this as well, but that come after. This is the early days, first album days. It's the year, 1991, Silvertone Records. And John Squire's the guitarist there. Yeah, he's bloody excellent. What are they up to now? I know Ian Brown went off and done his own thing and got corpses in his mouth and all that sort of business, but what happened to John Squire? The rest of the band, I know they got back together and stuff, but yeah, I don't know, and I can't see the chat. I got the Happy Mondays live in Brazil a few weeks back. Nice one. I've got the first album, Thrills and Pills and Belly Aches. I was well into that sort of scene back then. The Spiral Carpets and the Charlatans and sort of Mock Turtles. They were around about that time as well. Like Can You Dig It? I like that one. I think I've got that on the 12-inch. But yeah, I was into my little phase of drugginess. But I'm older and wiser now, and more boring. So yeah, that's about it. Can't see no comments, can't see no chat. I don't know where the chat's gone. It's disappeared. I'm clicking things and it's not. Oh, there we go. Bears only what? Bears only dance for 10 minutes. Did he have his maracas? Yeah, Sean Ryder. I can't believe he's still alive. Do you know what I mean? He's looking well. To be honest, he's looking pretty well. But there was a time where he did. Yeah. I mean, Sean Ryder, what did I see him in? He was in that thing with Diane Morgan. He was in that Mandy thing. He's in the UFOs now, mate. He probably saw a few in his time. Whether they were actually there or not is another matter. Do you know what I mean? We all partook back in it. Well, I did anyway, a little bit. Never again, though. LSD, what a fucking nightmare that was. Never. That was one thing I do not want to experience again. Never. I took it when I was out in a club playing hard techno music back in the late 90s. And it started off all good. It was all good. I was loving it. I thought I was, one of the hip people, one of the ravers. Nah. Nah. It was all going good. And then my mates are like, what's it like? What's it like? and their fucking eyes were like whirling dervishes and just trippy as fuck. And then their skin started rotting off. That was nice. And then I had to get away, run off to the toilet, and then the toilet's talking to me. Well, not literally, but you know, it just seemed like it because it was just like morphing and going all that business. Oh, and then there, some girls that sat with me, and they were like, they thought they were going to have to call like ambulance and you know, cart me off with this straight jacket and all that sort of stuff. But I come around. I was all right. I was sitting there shaking and rocking backwards and forwards for a while, but it wore off after about maybe 2 hours, 3 hours. I don't think it ever really wore off totally, but you know, who's normal anyway? I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, it didn't put me off drugs. After that, I still took drugs, but not LSD. Never again. Never again. And now I don't even drink. Who's that now? Oh god. I'm gonna have to go, so I will leave that for another day. But yeah, the only drink I like is water and a cup of tea. So yeah, so until next time, thanks for listening to my nonsense and take it easy. I've got to go. All right, bye bye.